What? Okay, no. Why do I look gray? First of all, someone suggested me to make a smoothie, and I thought, why not start with something simple, something familiar, yet a little bit special? Because I don't think I've ever made a smoothie with bananas and apples and milk and peanut butter and basically I haven't made this smoothie before. I don't know. I'm gonna make a lot of complicated, not complicated, but like more time consuming recipes in this video, and like things where, you know, I'm using fake meats or fake cheese, or I'm gonna make something from scratch or whatever. So this is like, you know, it's just like simple, and also I'm really hungry. So basically this video is going to be, well, it's my 100,000 subscriber special. Woo, yeah. And you know, there were no measurements suggested, which I'm a fan of. I'm just gonna do my thing. We're gonna do the apple. So I just like cut it up. I'm keeping the skin on because I have a Vitamix, because I'm really rich, you know, I have a lot of money, and money's not an object to me. I'm just kidding. Okay, so I did a thing on Instagram where you know, da-da-da, and then everyone's da-da-da. So then I had a bunch of answers of things that you guys wanted me to make, and I basically tried to take a mix of like things that several people wanted me to make, and then also like specific things that like one person said, if that makes sense. So hopefully this turns out interesting. I hope you guys appreciate it, because I appreciate you, and that's why I'm doing this video. So I don't know if this is like a lot of peanut butter, but this is how much peanut butter I would put. There's some frozen banana. That's probably about one frozen banana. I have an apple, but it's a small apple. Should I do two? I already had, oh yeah, I cheated. I already had a little apple today. Oat milk. I think they might have said almond milk, but I have oat. It's fine, right? No one cares. And then cinnamon. Dude, like this lighting though. Okay, it's fine. Well, like that looks cursed if I'm being honest. It doesn't look, it's not the vibe I'm going for, you know? Anyways, we're gonna blend. Mine's still a little bit gritty. I think ice would help. Come on. I really got that everywhere. That's better. It's really good though. It's like simple. Morty, what you doing? Hey, me this morning. Yoga jokes. Woo. I kind of want to try it with greens, because then this would be like a good alternative for like my normal smoothie when I'm out of berries, because usually when I'm out of berries I just like don't make a smoothie. So let's ride. So a few of you guys wanted to see me make something with some sort of shelf-stable protein, such as TVP or soy curls. I wasn't able to find any soy curls, but I did have some TVP to use, which for those of you guys who don't know is a dry, crumbly soy protein product that can be used as a substitute for ground beef in a lot of recipes. It's not very flavorful on its own, but when you mix it into a recipe with other good flavors and season it and whatnot, it can be really good. So I decided to use this in the meat sauce of the lasagna that I made this night, but you also could use it for the shepherd's pie that I make later this week. I decided to use a meatless meat product for that and the TVP for this, but you can switch those, or you can even make either of these recipes with half of like a Beyond Meat product and TVP. TVP is a lot cheaper, so you know, depending on your price point and whatnot, you can decide there, but I wanted to show the different options. I mean, hopefully the washer isn't too loud, but we're putting in some olive oil. Oh, it probably should have been hotter. That's okay. And then I'm gonna add in oils. Woo! Tomato paste. That's so weird. Mini can of tomato sauce. Ooh, she's sticking. I don't know about this. Should I put in like almost half of it? How's this looking, guys? I will. Well, it's only mushrooms, so half a cup water. 2. I'm gonna put in some salt. Okay. Maybe I should have put the mushrooms in earlier, actually, because whatever, it's fine. They said 3 teaspoons pepper. Well, I think that's basically all the ingredients in there. I'm just gonna turn it down and let it like do its thing. Actually, it doesn't seem right at all. So, I don't know, I don't want to open up another can of anything. It's like, it'll be good when it's all mixed in with the other stuff, I'm sure. Just gonna plop some in there, plop it in there. I don't know, I won't put the whole thing in yet. Tomato paste scares me. The rest of the sugar that it called for. Some crushed red pepper. Okay, well, now we're gonna do the tofu ricotta. So, we start with our tofu. Woo! We're gonna do 3 garlic cloves. Shit. The juice of half of a small. Actually, no, we're not supposed to be saying the actual measurements because you guys have to go look up the recipe yourselves. So that's half. I mean, I'm not saying anything. We got our miso in there. Smells so good. Pepper. Salt. Should I put in some parsley too? Yes, you should, Emily. You should. Parsley. Okay, so here's me building the actual lasagna, and it's going to become apparent to many of you that I had no idea what I was doing. Maybe I should have planned it out a little better beforehand and like, planned how much I should use of each ingredient per layer. But it ended up being fine, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter that much how even each layer is because you're still gonna serve all the layers at once, you know what I mean? But I did think I could get away with not using any cheese on the top. But I ended up adding some halfway through just because it just doesn't, to me, it doesn't really look right without having some sort of like cheese on the top. But you can definitely omit any vegan cheese if you want and just do the ricotta. But I started to kind of run out of the ricotta once I got to the top layers anyways. So yeah, I also put some fresh parsley on it just to make it look a little bit more pretty. And as somewhat of an appetizer, I was dipping some extra noodles in the extra sauce in the pan because I missed lunch today and it was taking a long time to cook, so I was getting hungry. So that's what that is. Anyways, this lasagna was really good. I had it with my parents and they both really liked it and had seconds. I'm not to toot my own horn or anything, but all right. That's too close to me. Someone suggested me the Instagram Flourish Nut for her wonderful baked oats recipes. She has an ebook, so if you want to check that out, it's only $7, I think. Basically, it's just like these little baked things in a ramekin. I don't have a ramekin, so I'm gonna mix it together in this bowl, and then depending on how much it looks like it is, I might put it in this little mini loaf pan. So basically you start by blending oats, to make oat flour, or if you have oat flour, you can just do that. The recipes seem really easy. I'm doing one that's a blueberry muffin. I'm pretty excited, it looks good. I'm gonna blend it over here, and I'll be back. Hopefully that's good. I've never actually bought oat flour, so I don't really know the exact consistency that people expect it to be, but that was so quick. Oh my god, it feels so nice, and it's warm because it just came out of the blender, Okay, oat flour. I don't know. We'll see. Again, I can't be too hungry. I can't be too full because I need to eat lunch soon, which was the mistake I made yesterday. I didn't eat lunch. So 1 tablespoon flax meal. I'm gonna mash it in this. Yes, I snapped it in half. It's the only way to open it where you don't have to touch the actual banana, which is important right now because sanitation. Also, I should mention that this doesn't have any added sweetener or anything. I got this out because I was gonna do a different recipe at first, but mashed banana. Half teaspoon. She just said a handful, so. And this seems like a good amount also of food. Putting it in. There's my little loaf. Yeah, I guess I'm making a loaf, so she made a cake kind of. It's pretty similar to the pancakes that I just made. in the other video.
So I would definitely make something like this again. I definitely want to try other recipes of hers. I like the baked oatmeal idea, and definitely want to try ones that she has that are a little more decadent than this one. Like she has a chocolate lava one that I want to try, because this one was good, but it was a little bit bland. I would definitely add some more sweetener if I made it again, or peanut butter, coconut oil, something to spice it up a little bit more.
I added some more just plain tomato sauce or crushed tomatoes from the can that I didn't finish, just so it would be more like saucy in the leftovers before I put it away. And then I just put some garlic salt on it right now because it was plain sauce, if that makes sense. So
alright, so a lot of you guys wanted to see me make a shepherd's pie, which I've never made before. I don't even think I've had one before. And someone also specifically recommended me to make the Alton Brown recipe for shepherd's pie, which obviously isn't vegan, but to veganize it, pretty much the only thing you have to worry about is the meat, of course, and a meat broth, and then whatever kind of dairy products you would want to use in your mashed potatoes. For the meat sauce, I used this meat substitute from the brand Pure Farmland, which I've found at Sprouts. It's a little bit cheaper than Beyond Meat, so I've been buying it sometimes, and I think it's really good. I don't know that it's necessarily as good as Beyond Meat, but to me it's definitely more than good enough considering that it's cheaper. And I used mostly frozen veggies that I had left over in the fridge, but I did use a little bit of fresh carrot because I just wanted a little more carrots in it, and we had some carrots. It was just really easy, literally just making a meat sauce with frozen veggies and then making mashed potatoes and then just putting them together in a pan in the oven, and that's it. And it was so good. Definitely felt like a comfort food, especially since I didn't hold back with like the oil and butter in the mashed potatoes. I also tried to put some like fresh moserary on the top, but it kind of just ended up looking like I set it under a tree outside and some debris fell on it. But maybe that's like a look. Maybe that's like cottagecore vibes, you know, that's in right now. Anyways, it was so good. Super comfort foody, delicious, very easy to make. I would definitely recommend this recipe.
So someone suggested that I eat cereal with water. And honestly, that's something that I've thought about for a long time. Like when you're out of milk, you know, you're like, how bad would it be? And so I'm gonna do that first. But that won't be my real meal because as you can expect, I probably will not enjoy it. But it's maple pecan, sounds good to me. Yeah, we're just gonna start really small because I'm not trying to waste today. And I did it in a clear bowl so you could see. I don't know, I thought that would be fascinating, but now it just looks weird because this is a big bowl. But we don't have any small clear bowls. So, oh my god, I feel the regret. Okay. Honestly, I imagine it's not gonna be, it's just water. Like, it's not like water tastes bad. It's just gonna be like, okay. I'm not even gonna lie, this is tolerable. I mean, I'm eating it. Like, I'm just like eating it and it's fine. I don't understand why this is so fine. Not good at all. I think because it's an actual good cereal, it's kind of like giving a little bit of flavor to the water to where it's just like a really watery milk sort of thing. But if I was eating this with like, I don't know, grape nuts, then that would be inedible. But I don't like the look of like the murky water now. That's pretty gross. It's more than edible. It's fine. I mean, it's edible. More than edible. It's edible. And that's what matters. Now for the real breakfast. Someone suggested me to eat, let's see, Food for Shiz and Gigs suggested me to eat sweet potato and cereal with almond milk. LOL, I eat it all the time and everyone roasts me. Which I don't understand because that sounds super good to me, but I love sweet potato and everything. So I baked I baked 3 sweet potatoes actually because I was trying to be efficient. You know, I'm scooping in some scoops and then we're gonna pour cereal on top of that, and I'm really excited because there's no way this could go wrong for me. How to make this look cute, I don't know. Oh, I also got cinnamon. Check it out. It's a little bit weird with like the cold and the warm, but it's good. Apparently a lot of people want me to make nachos. I don't really know what kind of nachos you're looking out for. Hopefully it wasn't with the anticipation that I would make the cheese from scratch, because I'm not gonna do that. I realized I probably should have done that. I want to start using like block cheese and grating it because I understand that like they use like starches in the shreds to like keep them from sticking together, but then when you try to melt it on things, it's like not as good as when you have the block and you grate it yourself. But they sell these at Walmart, so. I am loosely following the video about nachos by the YouTube channel Internet Shaquille. And then I don't have any like sour cream. Maybe I should try to make like a cashew sour cream. You have cashew. Wait, this is just for myself. What am I doing? You know what, that's fine. We'll have leftovers and they'll be a little bit soggy and that's okay. And then we're gonna do our beans. I'm just doing a can of black beans. I'll probably only use like half of it though. So the only thing about like nachos is really just the cheese that you would have to, you know, think about. And you can obviously just get store-bought vegan cheese if you can, or make like a cheese sauce. A little bit more cheese. He said 15 minutes, $3.50 for 15 minutes. Okay, bye. Hopefully this is enough cashews. I don't know. Yeah, okay. Garlic powder. Ew, smells disgusting. But it looks, why does it smell sweet? Oh, it's pretty thick. I don't know what the hell that tastes like. A little bit more lemon juice in there. That much water, like just a little. And I don't know if it tastes anything like sour cream. Couldn't tell you. But it tastes like kind of sweet. I don't know. We have our nachos, which I may have burned the beans just a little. I attempted to make somewhat of a pico de gallo. I didn't like measure anything, but it just made it like look what I thought was nice. There's jalapenos in there. I don't know if that's ever put in pico de gallo, but it's in there. And I'm just gonna sprinkle it on and hope that it's not too spicy. I don't ever cook with jalapenos, so I don't know like what amount of them is gonna be problematic for me. Avocado, 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 and avocado, my friends. Get off it. Okay, this is like so thick, like I'm not gonna be able to drizzle this. Try to put some like dollops maybe. Oh, there you go. That's kind of like getting it. What a time to do a celebration video when you can't invite anyone over to have your food with you. Nachos, dude. Does it look beautiful? Say out loud, answer me out loud. Look at that, beautiful. And this is all for me right now because I'm alone. Yeah, I cooked it a little bit too long. Vegan cheese doesn't need to take 15 minutes for sure. That's okay. The cheese is kind of like overpowered by everything else, but everything else is good. So I also had some like nacho cheese sauce that I could have just used, I guess, but I don't know. I don't want it to be soggy, but this is kind of like too dry. I'm back. Ow. This will also warm it up too because it's gotten pretty like, not cold, but very much room temperature. Oh my gosh, this is like so cool. Shut up. What the anyways, it's gonna die like right now. So this is what I look like today, I guess. Okay, so today I'm gonna eat healthy because, well, you'll see what I'm eating for lunch. This is, I don't know why I'm so awkward right now. So for breakfast, I chose something sort of healthy, really healthy actually. It's healthy. I don't know why I said sort of healthy. Oh my God. So I'm making this overnight oats bowl that was sent to me by Eat With Empathy. She sent me very beautiful photos. Looks pretty, and I want to make something healthy today, so that's what's happening. I made the plain overnight oats last night, which is just oats, chia seeds, and milk. Look at that. Look at that. And then also, I have some berries here, and I'm just gonna heat them up on the stove. And then I'm gonna microwave this a little bit. I don't really want it to be like hot, but just like not cold, I guess. Should I put some water in here? I'm gonna put a little bit of water. Or should I put lemon juice? It seems like a nice way to brighten up. Fuck. Why did I put a tiny bit of cornstarch in here? How did I manage to complicate this so much? Yeah, I just wanted to make something pretty. Okay, it's about looks today. Well, it's also healthy, so it's about looks and value. You know, what do you bring to the table? What do you offer? What's your purpose? You know, what are you contributing to this earth? Yeah, it's like a little jelly now. Maybe the liquid would have made it more pretty, I don't know. Yeah, maybe it would have. This is what happens when you overdo everything. Let's stir that up a little bit, just to get the... Man, mine's not gonna look as pretty as hers. We're gonna put some goji berries on this. Unfortunately, I could not find buckwheat groats. I went to Sprouts, couldn't find them, and a few other stores. I wasn't gonna go to like every store. I'm not gonna go all the way out to Whole Foods just to get those during this time. But I did get this cereal, Flax Plus Red Berry Crunch. It's not gonna look as pretty, I know, it's sad. Oh yeah, it's really not so cute. I said it was about looks, but that was a test. It's not about looks. It's never about looks, you know? You know what? It's gonna look like cute. It'll look fine. I've never been someone who, I don't know what I was gonna say there. But you know, I still don't know. I really just talk, you know? Sometimes I shouldn't. You know what? I'm gonna put some cinnamon on that. Let's put also some hemp seeds. So maybe I strayed away from the original too much, but it's really good. I'm enjoying this. And you know, not a lot of nice difference of texture, which is always good. I think this is a good way to eat oats if you're like, or eat overnight oats if you're like sensitive to the texture of overnight oats, because you're topping it with all this other stuff. And also it's not just oats, it's chia seeds too.
So a lot of you guys wanted to see me make some sort of like fast food at home, veganized McDonald's In-N-Out burger, whatever, something like that. I decided to make a somewhat In-N-Out inspired vegan Beyond Burger with animal style fries. And I decided to air fry the fries instead of deep frying them to be a little bit healthier because the rest of the meal is, you know, the way that it is, so.
I'm gonna make the animal style sauce. Don't know if I've ever had animal style fries. I wasn't a fan of like dry things topped with wet things because it just seemed messy to me. But I'm excited. It also calls for sugar, but I'm not gonna put sugar in because this is sweet relish and it's pretty sweet. I'm gonna stir it together with this. What a large bowl for this tiny amount of whatever this is. Okay, it looks a little too pale. It also looks a little watery, probably because there was still a little bit of water in the bowl from when I had the potatoes in here. That's our sauce. Woo, set that aside. Okay, so we have our potatoes. We're going to put them in, okay, God. And they're in a cloth because he put them in a paper towel. So I was trying to be less wasteful. I'm going to put olive oil on them. I didn't want to deep fry them because it just seemed scary, and like doing the whole like frying process just for myself seems silly. And I'm gonna put some garlic powder on them. We're gonna lay them nicely so that they get the most of their frying session. Okay, woo! Wait a minute. We're just gonna say that that's a tablespoon, and we're gonna melt it on there until it's shiny. What does that mean? I don't know. Onions? I think so. Onions are onioning. Yeah, I didn't realize, I thought we were just like sauteing some onions, but we're like, this is a process. Like 15 minutes of this, and then add this, and then do this. So, I don't know what's happening with these. I don't think I'm gonna follow directions because it doesn't seem like I did it right. I don't know. Okay, putting that on there. It's like a little smiley face. And then we have our burger, which looks disgusting, but we don't judge. And I'm flattening it out because I just think that will look better. Ew, dude. Look at that strawberry milk. I'm gonna just put some garlic salt on it. Can you see? Yeah, you can. Some fries. I don't think it'll melt though. Oh, it's definitely not gonna melt. This is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to like melt, you know, just set the cheese on and it melts onto the fries, but I'm just gonna microwave this. for like a sec, even though that might ruin the fries, but that's okay. It's coming. And then we got this. This isn't really hot enough though. So that's like no onions also. Ew, it looks like pink. I don't understand. Whatever, it's fine. It'll just be a little bit drippy. And we'll put a little bit of that on this, guys. Oh my gosh, will I be able to eat all this? Oh. And then we got our tomato, I guess. This is the way to do it, guys. I don't know, Google. Don't feel me now. Okay, we got our lettuce. We got our burger. Oh, please, please. Been through so much already. I skipped class for you guys. Just kidding, I would have skipped class either way. That's why I thought you don't put lettuce under what is this fucking called? Patty. A Betty's, not a patty, just a patty. I don't know the words.
A patty is a patty. That's what I say.
Okay. I mean, it's really good. Like, I don't know what else to say. Obviously, it's good. And it's still like very flavorful, very decadent, you know, but not just like gross because the fries are air fried. But like I said, I haven't really had animal fries. I can't really say how gross they are, but I look at them and it seems like I would feel gross eating them and afterward. It doesn't mean they wouldn't still be good.
So I had a few different people ask me to make something with lentils, and so I decided to take advantage of the leftover baked sweet potato that I had and make something that I tend to make when I'm trying to be healthy. If I'm not making lentils for like a curry or soup kind of dish, this is typically how I eat them. I'll just cook them in a pot on their own with some like broth or bouillon and water, and then some olive oil, bay leaves, and whatever kind of like seasoning I'm feeling at the time. And then I'll saute some veggies to the side. This is broccoli, mushrooms, kale, and onion, which is what I tend to do, or spinach, kale or spinach, whatever I have. Then I'll make like a tahini based dressing, which is just the basic like water, lemon juice, tahini, salt and pepper. Sometimes I'll put nutritional yeast in it. And to me, this is really good. It's kind of simple. If you don't like sweet potatoes, you can of course do the same kind of thing with a regular potato, of course, and it would be really good. I just think that's an easy way to use lentils. Whatever kind of veggies you want, whatever kind of sauce you want. I just like this kind of flavor combination a lot. I think it's kind of like comforting. Also, I think the trick with lentils is just to keep adding water, just to make sure that they always have enough water to continue to cook, and like tasting them every once in a while just to see if they're still hard or crunchy. So yeah, I'm not the lentil expert, but that's just my way of doing it. Anyways, all right. So what were we saying? So here's me building the actual lasagna.